What they're doing now is that they found out that Shannon is the hot thing. They're using the same joke. It's going to get old and people going to get tired of y'all saying that Shannon gay and Shannon this, and you're going to have to get back to telling jokes. Now, please tell me you're not running out of jokes. Please tell me you're not going to use Shannon as your punchline for the next 3, 4, 5 years. You're going to have to start telling jokes. Please tell me you got it.
Yeah, Shay. Gay. I don't give a fuck that nigga gay, nigga. That nigga sitting there with them tight ass pants on, with his balls and dick all over the cat's face. And him and the cat kept looking the other way.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy, Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe and Eddie Griffin going back and forth. Let's talk about it. So, it's been a wild month. Last month or so for Shannon Sharpe in regards to the comedians, man. Ever since that Cat Williams interview, all the comedians been coming out of nowhere going at Shannon Sharpe, right? I mean, and this is kind of clearly obvious what this is. So Eddie Griffin, during one of his stand-up sessions, pretty much, went on the call, say Shannon was a part of the Rainbow, coalition, the LGBTQ coalition, and saying he was a part of that. And, that's just pretty much the ongoing joke with comedians, what they saying. I think he wears, tighter fitting clothes. They talking about his posture and, how Shannon's posture is. I mean, I personally don't see that. Like I said, I'm somebody. I rock with Shannon Sharpe. I feel like he a dignified, well-spoken black man. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's how they feel. And, Eddie Griffin, who is a, comedic legend. We just gonna keep it 100. I'm definitely a fan of Eddie Griffin. He's a hilarious guy. Always been funny. But this is just one of those things where if you keep seeing it over and over again, it's something, right? That interview with Cat Williams is, I believe, the most viewed YouTube video in YouTube history, if I'm not mistaken, or one of the most viewed YouTube videos. But I mean, it just has so many views. It went crazy. So I see a lot of the comedians have jumped onto that bandwagon because they trying to get interviewed too. Mike Epps, you know what I'm saying? Mike Epps went it with it, Shannon. Then when Shannon addressed it, him and Mike Epps, they went and squashed it like men, and I respect that. They linked up during All-Star Weekend, talked it out. I'm sure everything was cool, right? So that's cool. Now Eddie Griffin jumping out of nowhere, right? We seen a couple other comedians throw some jokes at Shannon Sharpe. Now Shannon addressed this by saying, he pretty much understands that it's clout chasing. He understands what's going on. A lot of these guys are just clout chasing because I'm hot and my wave is hot. That Cat Williams interview was hot, and a lot of these guys are comedians and they trying to get to that next level. That Cat interview, it took him to a whole nother level, right? And that's not just because of Shannon Sharpe. I think that's where they got it confused. Shannon is a really good interviewer. I think we all got to give him props. Like, in regards to podcasting and the interview game, Shannon asks really good questions. Like, I'm comparing him to any other interviewer. So with Vlad, with any of those guys, Shannon is the best interviewer I have seen. So I respect Shannon, and I respect how he handles his business and how he goes about his whole process, right? Because he's a really good interviewer. He's really good at interviewing, and he's really good at asking the right questions in the right sequence. So that's why his interviews are like that. But if you couple that with an unapologetic Cat Williams, who gon' push the buttons and don't mind speaking on what he deems as being real or what's true to him, that's really what broke the internet. It was a mixture of both. It was Shannon, but it was Cat telling the truth. Or, well, I'm not gonna say the truth. His truth. Him speaking his truth. right? You know what I'm saying? Even though some of that stuff sounded very realistic, but it was him speaking his truth, right? So Cat speaking his truth, that's what made it go. So with Mike Epps and Eddie Griffin fail to understand is that, like, if they not, you know, gonna be like speaking how Cat was speaking, they interview might not do as well. You know what I'm saying? It might not bring them the clout or the shine that they looking for. You know what I'm saying? So I respect everything Shannon Sharpe's doing. I see he just had Desi Banks on there, so he touching in with the young black comedic youth, and he touching with the OGs like Cat Williams had Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer. He touching young and old. So we can't tear down no black man because he's successful and now you trying to find a way to get on this platform or get in that algorithm, you know, which Eddie Griffin has successfully done because he's trending now just off the fact that he spoke on Shannon Sharpe. So they feel like, man, we comedians, this is what we do, and if I can speak on them and that'll help me trend, help put me in the algorithm and bring me some more, you know, attention and money and shows, then that's what I'm gonna do. And I can't do nothing but respect it. But I think Shannon operate in a space where he'd like to do things genuinely, you know what I'm saying, like from his heart chakra. And if it ain't genuine, he don't rock with it like that. And I feel like that's what happened in the situation with Eddie Griffin and Mike Epps. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, you know, it's like y'all going about it the wrong way, and because it's not coming on y'all time and y'all cracking jokes, which y'all comedians, and that's what y'all supposed to do, right? So in my honest opinion, it can go both ways, because I gotta speak to Shannon too. Shannon don't gotta address this stuff, man. Shannon shouldn't be addressing this type of stuff. He shouldn't even be speaking to it. Like, it don't matter like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shannon shouldn't be, he should be going on about his way. And he said that, you know what I'm saying? He said he talked to his sister. His sister said his grandma always taught them, you know, you don't chase no lie. You know what I'm saying? If you know it's a lie, why chase it? And that's true. Somebody lying on you, man, you don't chase no lies, man. You let that stuff die down. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it ain't no reason. I'm not addressing no lies. Like, if it's just about, it's not even gonna affect me. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations like that. The moment I lie on you, you gotta just keep going. You don't even pay that no attention. Like, bro, why would I even address that? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, bro. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, Club Shay Shay going up. Like I said, Eddie Griffin is a comedic genius. If he decides to invite Eddie Griffin on his show and have an interview and them, you know, communicate, then I feel like that'd be great. If that's not the route that he chooses to go, then so be it. But one thing is is really two things. Shannon Sharpe got to understand that he the top dog now in that space, and people gonna come for him. So he got to be able to step through that and not pay that no attention and just let it bounce off of him. You know what I'm saying? And the same with, you know, the comedians. It's like, I know y'all doing y'all job. Comedy is y'all job. Y'all will talk about anybody, and it's all in the spirit of comedy. But, you know, if you want to get on somebody's show, probably the thing to do is probably just communicate with that man and try to make it to where y'all can have a common understanding where you not putting that relationship in jeopardy. Because Shannon Sharpe seems like a really morally sound and ethically sound black man who not just finna go for anything. You know what I'm saying? And if he not gonna just go for anything, then y'all should respect that and try to meet him on whatever terms he has, so you know y'all can force that bond and have that interview and everybody be successful. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. It's the guy who is being there. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy who is being there. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.